Today I will be reviewing the Black Stallion. So yeah, let's get started on the review. But I haven't reviewed a book in a long time. Well, I mean I have reviewed a book this year. It's just I never really review books. But now I am, and now I'm going to review the Black Stallion. So yeah, but I was actually surprised when I read this book, because when I first saw it I said, okay, it's just going to be like a normal book, and then I got into, okay, this is boring. But when Alex got into the island, I was actually really entertained into the book. It actually just grabbed me in. Because for some reason, like, sometimes when I don't want to read a book, I say, I don't want to read a Black Stallion. But then, for some reason, when I read it, it just grabs me in. That's what will happen. But then you'll want to read it more. And that's why it's such a good book. It just wants you to read it, and when you read it, it just grabs you in. That's the good thing about this book. I mean, some parts it just fell out flat, but it was still an enjoyable book. I'm glad they actually tried to make it enjoyable and try to not put any plot holes in it, like any mistakes. And that's why I'm glad about it. They didn't even put any plot holes. And the story just went out fine. I know I said some parts went out flat, but the story still went out fine. And some parts in the story, they should have cut it out. I don't know why they added it in there. I mean, it was actually fun to read, like those parts that shouldn't even been added. Like when the black was in the snow. I don't think that part should have been in the book at all. But it just was. And I don't know why they just put that in the book. But I don't really care. It was still a good book. So this was like one of the best books I read in a really long time. I mean, like I read like lots of comedy books, some serious books. This is sort of like that just reminded me. There's actually some jokes in them, like in this book, but the jokes are actually like pretty good. I mean, I'm glad they actually put jokes in it just to make it just more funner, so people would keep reading the book. It would still be enjoyable and sort of have jokes in it. I mean, it doesn't really have much jokes in it, but there's probably only like one joke every chapter, or like 2 or 3. But it's not that much of a comedy book, but still has a few jokes in it. That's why this book just grabbed me in. This was such a really good book. I recommend it to anybody. But anyways, don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, and I'll give this book like an 8.7 or 8.6 out of 10. So yeah, bye.